Peace, peace. Alright, y'all. Oh, shit. Oh, I got some in my hair or some shit. Man, fuck it. It is what it is. Man, peace. Peace to everybody watching, man. Man, we just gonna get started with it, alright? So, Age of Aquarius. What the fuck is the Age of Aquarius? Alright. So, first things first, like I said in previous videos, truth, right? So we just gonna go. You know, get your blunt out, do whatever you gotta do. It's gonna be a good video. Alright, so to start off, we gotta understand what Aquarius really is, right? Aquarius is ruled or co-ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Now, Uranus is uniqueness, originality, rebellion, change, opposition, stuff like that. Trying to be, wild card, you know what I'm saying? Like, for Aquarius to be rebels and stuff like that, that's where that energy comes from, And then they're also co-ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the planet of karma, structure, reality. It's a reality-based type of planet, they have, because of this energy, they have a lot of, we have a lot of similarities to like Virgo and how we take care and attention to detail and stuff like that. I'm an Aquarius, that's, So, with that being said, the age that we live in is about being your true authentic self. Like I explained in the previous video, is the only one of the Yeshua said, in order for you to reach the kingdom of God, is within you. So if it's within you, then that means that you have to have self-love for who you are and live in your authentic true self in order for you to reach the kingdom of God, or to reach different levels of awareness, or to reach that Christ consciousness that everybody talking about. Like, that's the real full-on truth of it. You know what I'm saying? But in this age, however, it's like great power does come with great responsibility, though. Like, you can't be going around, acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a cause. Like, you can't be a rebel without a cause. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people running around doing shit, but they not doing shit. Like, it's like you running like this. Like, that's what you doing in the higher realms of awareness and consciousness. Is like you really just running in place, but you're not doing nothing. You running and screaming, but you're not doing nothing. You're not creating no wave, or you're not creating no wave. You're not creating no earth of foundation. You're not, you don't have any passion and willpower or the fire or the spirit. You're just using the air element. You know what I'm saying? And but in this age, however, because of the rise of technology and social media and all this other extra shit, it's like people are very, very emotionally unintelligent. So they say things, they do things, they react, they respond in ways that are not healthy, and it's not in their nature. So that's what fucks them up and puts them in situations where they don't need to be in. So it's like you're fucking yourself over. It's like no one else is doing it but you. You have to understand everybody and everything is a reflection of you. So if you get mad at something or someone, you really get mad at a certain aspect of who you are. So a lot of times with me, it's like, especially in recent memory, even in my personal relationships, I got mad because of my lover wanting to have a certain level of attention to detail, but that causes overthinking. But it's like at the end of the day, I have to be again aware of the fact that that aspect of who she is also a version of me. You know what I'm saying? That's your opposite. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's that yin and yang. You gotta overstand the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta overstand the shit. So you have to have a certain level of overstanding, which breeds the patience, which breeds the ability to be at rest. You know what I'm saying? When nothing is at rest, you know? God is at rest. My mother and father sit on the throne. They sit on the throne. So if they sit on the throne, then that means that, and I am the son, that means I am a reflection of the mother and the father. So, you know, I am the mother and the father. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a father. But then I have duality within myself as well. So it's like whole, but then it's split, but then it's like, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like it's you, but then it's split. Then it's like it's you, but it's split. So it's like, you know, like you have every zodiac, you have every, you know, planet, you got all the energies within you to be able to understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So it's like this age is really about really being your authentic, true self. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid to be a rebel with a cause. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not like that. Like, you have to have intentional focus with wherever the fuck you doing. So it's like, if you feel like you gotta, so it's like, for example, this energy could play out in ways of like you needing to go heal, you know, after a traumatic experience in your family. And it's like, certain people may feel like, you know, you being selfish and how you heal, but it's like you have to be a rebel with a overstanding cause, so then you can align with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of people, you know, like this word called crash out. Like, that's why a lot of people are like crash. Like, this shit is bothering me. I'm sorry, yo. Shit is mad bothering me. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. What the fuck is that? Oh, that shit stuck in my hair. Damn, y'all. But even then, it's like you gotta overstand all that shit. Like, for you to really be able to be like, all right, like, we know now. Like, all right. Like, I know now. Like, that's the affirmation for Aquarius is I know. So it's like, if you know now, then you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. And that's your fault. It said, I believe in Luke, Yeshua said, follow the water bearer. He will lead you to the next house. Aquarius in astrology, because really the Bible is all about, it's like it has hidden esoteric knowledge about astrology and like numerology and shit like that. But like, even if you look at what he meant, it's like he will lead you to the next house. In order for you to go through the zodiacs, you gotta literally go from like Aquarius, because Aquarius is the 11th house, Pisces is the 12th house. So it's like, if you really think about it, he will lead you to the next house. It's like, to go from 11th to 12th is like Aquarius is passing on the knowledge and the wisdom that it gained to the Pisces, you know? So when he said he will lead you to the next house, the energy of Aquarius will lead you into the knowing of what's real, of what is not, and what it is. Pisces is co-ruled by Jupiter and I believe Neptune, illusionary ass planet. So everything is conspiracy theories. You don't really know. Like, that's why in recent time now everything is starting to come to the forefront. But at the end of the day, that energy was not present 10 years ago. Like, let's be real. Like, that energy was not present 10 years ago. I was a youngin' knowing about the Skull and Bones, the Illuminati, the Knights of Templar, the Freemasons. Like, in my city, I knew there were Freemason lodges in my city. You know what I'm saying? I knew where they were since a jit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no one didn't teach me this information. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be in the spirit of wanting to know, not in the spirit of trying to believe something, but in the spirit of knowing something. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to accept truth so then you can be more enlightened. It's kind of like the truth hurts. So it's like, in a way, it's like, think about it. Like, the so-called Messiah of the world went to hell. He went to hell. You know what I'm saying? He went to hell. Like, so-called went through purgatory. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if Yeshua can be almighty and still go through hell, what makes you think that you ain't? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you not? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta really be in that awareness before you you know what I'm saying, before you ascend. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't ascend or die. Like, people die. People don't ascend in the way that the ancients did. Like, they laid down their bodies and consciously died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that used to be a thing. But now it's like people just die from natural causes, or or from environmental factors, but millions and billions of years ago, our bodies were omnipotent. Our bodies were perfect. Literally, our bodies were crystallized. There was no such thing as age. How the fuck can a crystal age? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck can rocks age? Like, yeah, you could, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, look at it like this. Like, how the fuck, like, you're not, like, yes, Mount Everest is X, Y, and Z years old, but it's not like it's going to break. You know what I'm saying? Like, and shit, it's not like it's going to break from outside forces. Like, it's going to, over time, over long periods of time, erode and decay, like all things. But it's gonna be a long time. That's how our bodies were before we came into this age, 6,000 years ago. So it's a quick little video. This video not usually as long as the other videos, but that's really what the age of Aquarius is about. It's really about taking accountability and living in an authentic truth of who you are, and knowing how to be a rebel with a cause. You have to, and being a rebel with a cause, this squirrel is literally talking mad shit to me right now. This squirrel is talking mad shit. I don't know if y'all could hear him. That's funny. But yeah, it's literally just that, like, living in authentic truth, understanding who you are, and being a rebel with a cause. And by being a rebel with a cause, you're naturally going to get on a certain journey. You're naturally going to get on a journey. Like, you're not just going to live a life of, working a job and doing this and doing that, trying to get by and survive. Like, no, you're going to have a purpose. You're going to have a certain direction in which you're going to go in life, to where it's going to leave a remarkable legacy on not only the community that you live in, but globally. You know what I'm saying? You connected to something globally. You connected to something on a higher scale, and that's really what the age of Aquarius is about. It's about unification within the so-called black woman, because think about it, even in the black woman community, we're going against each other. But the only reason why we're going against each other is because of agents and people coming in with different opinions and trying to disrupt even more what's already there, and what was attempted to be built upon by our grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Our grandparents really tried to reestablish that unification in the household, but because of outside forces, you have, again, like a great mountain erode and decay faster than it would if it was strong and sturdy, and it didn't have outside forces getting in his way, so hopefully that analogy and the way I just described it gives you a further understanding of just like how important it is to really live in authentic truth, but be spiritually, I hate saying spiritually, but like that's the best word I could use to describe in this realm. Is like spiritually inclined, like having discernment and being just, like being aware of your shadow self, but being aware of good and evil, but rising above good and evil to be you. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, and that's a different level of not only self-love, but love for somebody else, because I'd rather tell you the truth than lie to you. Even if the truth hurts. Like at the end of the day, a lot of things in life now, the truth hurts. Like the truth hurts. But it's the truth. You needed to see it. You needed to hear it. The truth gonna always come to light. You know what I mean? So but yeah, man. Peace and abundance to the gods and goddesses that, you know, watch this video. I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. I really do. And I love every single one of y'all. I hope that y'all take everything that I say in these videos and y'all really apply it to y'all life, to where y'all can live in your authentic truth and know who the fuck you are, and know how strong and how powerful and how omnipotent that you are as a being, and how your existence stretches beyond just where you are right now. You exist in every plane, every existence, everywhere. You exist everywhere, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that shit is not real. But understand that you got that power, though. You got that power. You manifested here. Like, why are you anything? Like, why weren't you anything else? Why are you this? Or why are you, you know what I mean? You got to honestly ask yourself that question. Like, why did you manifest as a black person, so-called black person now? You got to really ask yourself that question. Why is everything happening the way it's happening now? Why am I here now? Like, you got to really ask yourself that question. That's what this age is about. And it's not about fame. It's not about riches. It's not about money. It's about having so-called spiritual wealth. You know, like I trade forex. I invest money, but the thing about money is that it's spiritual. So I have a very patient and observatory perspective on money that most investors and people that make money through technology today don't have. You know, so it's very interesting in the space that I've created for my own personal life, to where now I can see how that is affected. I can see how it has grown. I can see how it has turned into much more than what I thought it could ever be. You know what I mean? And it's opened up doors for, you know, situations and opportunities to arise, to where I could take advantage of and create even more harmony, create even more philanthropy, more humanitarian, you know, acts and programs and things of that nature within my own community and within my own environment, to where now I can do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it comes down to, is like, can you do something about it? Like, a lot of people, like, I don't want this channel to be where we talk about things or people hear what I'm saying and don't think that actions are not being predicated. Like, no, what is done in the dark is going to come to the light. That's why Aquarius is not, like, even if you look at astrology, the sun falls in Aquarius. So it's like, it's dark. So it's on a dark side of the sun, so to speak. So that's why Aquarius can be very, like, if you try to come, like, the negative side of an Aquarius, just to kind of like go off tangent real fast, like the negative side of an Aquarius is that if you try to like come with like some new ideas or something that you want to do, and they'll shoot your spirit down, they'll shoot you down. Shout out to Dolo, but they'll shoot your ass down. You feel me? Like, they'll shoot your spirit down because the Saturn don't reflect the sun. You know what I'm saying? So it literally will cut light off. Like, it will cut it off to where it is non-existent. So, you know, a negative Aquarius will literally cut your dreams off. It will criticize it like a Virgo. It'll be over pessimistic, tell you how it could go wrong and why you know what I'm saying, or why you should do something different or why that doesn't make sense to do. You know what I'm saying? Very, you know what I'm saying? Very opposing, very, very opposing ideas, you know. So, you know, that's why everybody here now is on the dark side of Aquarius, on the dark side of the sun, you know, dark side of the energy is where like everyone is being opposing to the idea that, nigga, we are God. We need to do for ourselves. Like, that's what it really comes down to. Like, we have to do for ourselves first before we try to do for anybody or any other culture. We don't even have a culture. What's the difference between black and American culture? There is no difference. If I'm not gay, or I don't, and this is no disrespect to, you know, homophobic people, but if I'm not gay or I don't support homophobic acts, how could that be my culture? How could that be my culture? How could that be something that I represent? That doesn't make any sense. You know, so it's like as a people, we have lost. It's not even the fact we've lost. We have to reestablish and recreate ourselves and recreate the idea of what it means to be a so-called melanated woman in the 21st century, in the age of Aquarius. And what does that mean? Being authentic to who you are and knowing who you are. What is your past? Where did you come from? Aquarius is about getting into the uncomfortable spaces. So you have to get down to the nitty gritty of what's really there, even though it's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Peace, man. Peace, man. Take care of yourselves, man. Take care of yourselves, man. I have another video dropping really, really soon, and I'll be explaining in that video. Yeah, sure. Stay tuned. Peace.